Hey guys, it's Tabitha. So, pardon my voice, I sound so silly. Having some allergy issues, but so I look super tired today. So I'm gonna try to do something about these eyes. So I always like to show my palette just because I love it. So these are my contour, mane, and brightener. So we're gonna use that. But then I'm also gonna use one of our lip and cheeks called Petal. I'm gonna put that under my eyes because it's brown and the pink cancels out brown. So we're gonna put some of that, and that should either lighten it or even actually get rid of it altogether. Then my redness here actually gets taken care of with my main color, June. And if you look at that, it kind of has like a greenish type hue, and that helps with getting that redness away. So I love that that color does that for me. We have other colors for even more red, or rosacea, or melasma, where you can put it on first and then do your other items. But luckily my color June does that for me. And you know, I just have a little bit of redness, nothing too crazy. But if you have more than that, there's definitely something that can help with that. And a lot of times you'll put that on first and kind of camo it, which is, you know, camouflage. And then you would then put your other stuff over it to make it kind of like perfectly blended and flawless looking. But we are gonna do some of this petal color, and I'm honestly just gonna use my fingers, especially since it's under my eyes. And as you can see, it lightens it up a lot. And this is actually like a gloss, so it's kind of makes it a little shiny. But what I'm gonna do, I'm still gonna use my brightener and stuff under. But I'm gonna go over it with some of my setting powder, so that way this tackiness kind of goes away, and I'll be able to blend my regular brightener under it. But as you can see, it really lightens it up. I'm gonna be very careful about where I place my brightener though, because as you can see, I kind of have these like lines almost, and I kind of want to try to cover those up today. Normally don't worry about it, but like I said, I feel like I mean, I sound like I'm like ridiculously sick, even though I'm not. I feel like I look like it too. So I'm really not gonna do a huge application or anything, but enough to give me feeling like not a zombie. So I have a 2-layer palette, so I like to keep my powder items on the second one. That way if they break, they're not going to get into my cream stuff. So this is vanilla setting powder. It's just a translucent powder. So like I said, I'm gonna kind of like just dot that where I put my color correcting, because I want that to be nice and not tacky at all, because I want to definitely brighten still. So, and my application is going to be super easy today. I'm actually just going to use lip and cheek on my eyes too, and then I'll add a little shimmer. But other than that, it's going to be pretty like simple. So hopefully it'll make it a little kind of fast application as well. So I'm just going to use my fingers, one, because I feel like it warms it up a little more and it makes it easier to blend. But I'm going to take my contour and go from temple to temple basically. And we're doing this close to the hairline because one, that's where we want that shadow to go, and we're going to blend it into our hairline. And I'm going to come under my cheekbone with some contour here. And as you can see, that thinned your face. So you're basically sculpting your face on how you want it to look. And we're gonna just bring some under. Again, I'm gonna sculpt. You know, we want the illusion that, well, I want the illusion that my face is thinner than it actually is, because my face is so round. So which, I mean, I guess isn't a terrible thing, but since I have such a round face, I'm actually gonna fill in all these things, so it kind of looks like a 3, but I'm gonna fill in these little spots because I want some dimension to my face and not just the round pumpkin-y. So I'm gonna a little more up here. All right, so that's our contour. Now, I always keep a microfiber towel around just to wipe my fingers, my brushes, that kind of thing. And I got mine from Amazon. We sell some, but I got mine from Amazon. I think I got like 50 of them for like 20 bucks. All right, so my brightener, I'm just kind of gonna tap on. Normally I would just go whoop, swoop, whoop and swoop. But since we did some color correcting, I don't wanna go in too crazy with that, like too hard. So we're literally just gonna tap it in. And then we're gonna do kind of like a triangle. Oh crap, I always end up sticking my finger in the wrong one. And you know what I always forget to do is contour my nose. So we're gonna straight line down. The closer you put it together, the smaller your nose is gonna look. Okay. And then in the middle, you're gonna put your brightener down there. We're gonna go right here. That's called Cupid's bow. Never knew that. And we're gonna do our chin. Now, I have a little bit of extra redness on my chin, so I'm kind of gonna go a little bit more than just in the middle, because I wanna blend that out nicely. And I'm gonna do kind of this triangle-y shape under my eyes. I used to just do that, but I've been seeing a lot of artists do this, and you know, it really does bring a lot more attention to your eye area versus anywhere else on your face. And my eyes are my best feature, so I definitely want all that attention to go there. Okay, so now that we have contour, brightener on, we're gonna go in with our main color, and you're kind of just gonna put that anywhere that you didn't put the other color. Colors, I should say. And as you can see, I'm not like overdoing it at all. Doesn't need to be like all up. All right, I got a little thing right there, so we're gonna make sure we cover that bad boy up. So basically all this is gonna end up blending together. And as you can see, like, I'm not covering my whole face with it. It's actually going to blend together very nicely and end up covering these areas. So even though these tints may look really little, they're gonna last a while. Like, as you can see, I use my Brightener the most, which is odd. Most people use their main the most. But you know, they're gonna last you. Your contour will last longer, obviously, because you're only putting it in, you know, certain areas. But your main and your Brightener will probably be the ones that you replace the most. But they can last anywhere from 4 to 6 months. So it's really not, it's a great buy, honestly. So got a couple different brushes we can use. Use our 3D brush, which is a lot of people use to apply and then buff. We have this detail brush, which is nice. I like it because it's a little bit more, gives you a little bit more control, I think. And then we also have our buff brush. So I personally find that I use the detail brush the most. I feel like it's pretty versatile when you're applying and blending. So we're going to go ahead and use that brush today. And basically, well, first thing I'm going to do is do this chin, because if you ever forget, you end up giving yourself what looks to be a beard. Yeah. And I don't know, I don't have time for that. I really don't. So I'm going to blend that down first. And then what we're going to do is kind of go with light to dark. But as you can see, like, I'm just blending that, and when you get color matched, you find what's closest for your skin. So you are not going to have the unmatchedness of how it can definitely be when you try to store match yourself. So we're going to start with our light areas. We're just going to start buffing up. I'm going to not touch those contoured cheeks just yet, because I'll save those for last. But as you can see, you know, it's starting to even out my skin tone. Still seeing a little red, which I don't mind that. It's kind of like a natural blush for me, but I do like it to be less noticeable and just kind of more evened out, which is what it's doing. And then we're gonna take extra care under our eyes right now, because we did that color correcting. But as you can see, it worked so well. Like, I don't feel like I look like a zombie, that's for sure. But I'm just gonna really dab lightly there. Just to kind of make sure I'm not gonna cancel out what I did there. There's a couple different ways you can kind of blend. You can just do circular motions. You can do like a stipple and like almost like a tap and swoop a little bit. It's totally up to you what you're comfortable with, what you like, what blends it best for you. Alright, and then we're gonna go get this guy up here blended. And we're gonna start blending this up. And we want it to go into the hairline. Like, we want to blend up to the hairline because we want it to look as if it belongs there, right? So yeah. Alright, now it's time for the nose. Very wide nose. Don't really know if I've mastered the art of making it smaller. I don't feel I really have, but that's okay. I will master it one of these days. And I'm kind of just looking for spots that maybe I didn't blend as well. because I definitely want to make sure I'm pretty blended. Now again, I'm staying away from under my eyes, you notice, yes, because I do not want to mess up that color correction I've already done. So I'm pretty good blended. As you can see, the only thing I haven't done is my cheek thing yet. So most people will overblend, and I was definitely one of those people because I didn't quite know like what it should look like. But basically you're trying to get that shadow. So if you look right there, like you can see my face does not look as round anymore. And then when you look to the side, like if I turn my head, like obviously I was nervous it would look dirty. But no, it just looks like I kind of have a little definition, which is exactly what I want. So when you're doing your contour, you want to kind of flick it up like a sweeping motion up kind of deal. You always want to go up too because gravity. But so that nice contoured look, which is nice. But what I've noticed is my one side of my face is puffier than the other. I know, or rounder than the other. I'm not sure why, but whatever. Is what it is, right? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video, and I'm going to do my eyes and lips separate with our lip and cheek. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Real quick, beautiful. I love it. And subscribe, comment, let me know what works for you, what doesn't. If you have any tips for me, because I'm still learning myself, so I welcome them. And I will see you guys soon. Don't forget to be awesome and slay your day. Bye.